Welcome to HDTV. You now rocking with your boy. Article from the College Spun, basically a weekly on college football and college sports itself. On September 1st, 2020, this was published at 6:01 p.m. by Chris Rosvaglu. Former LSU star reacts to Nick Saban leading player march. Nick Saban made a statement on Monday, yet it had nothing to do with football. On Monday, the Alabama head coach led his players on a march to end police brutality and social injustice. Last week, Alabama running back Najee Harris announced the team's plans on social media. The turnout for this march was fantastic, as Saban and plenty of student athletes walked from Mal M. Moore Athletic Facility to Foster Auditorium. Players who wore shirts that said "Defend Black Lives" and held signs that said "Stand for something" or "Fall for anything." Several photos and videos from the march went viral as the sports world applauded the Crimson Tide. Even a former LSU superstar couldn't help but applaud Alabama for what it did on Monday. Earlier today, Kayvon Chaisson went on Twitter to share his thoughts on Saban. Despite the two schools' rivalry, he had nothing but praise for the championship-winning coach. "The way it should be done," Chaisson wrote on Twitter. "Much respect to Coach Saban." Saban has been very supportive of his student athletes throughout this entire movement. Following the march, Saban said, "This is what helped me grow in my role as a leader, to listen to the players, to learn from the players, and give them opportunities to do things that could impact social change today. Kudos to the Alabama football team for using its platform to help make change." So, do you guys believe that Nick Saban did this out the kindness of his heart? Or do you believe he did this to say, "Look, I need y'all Negroes to play this fall, so we can win the national title. We got to get to the playoffs. So if we got to do this march, I'm going to do this march." Just saying, man. Hey, but Saban basically been a guy who's been there for his players. Some players talk very highly of him. He did one stint in NFL, I believe, at Miami. He didn't have control of that situation, so he never went back to the pros because he has more control in college. And I believe he's won the most national titles. Next, I think, let me see. Nick Saban won. Trying to see how many titles he won. Yeah, he is 248-65 and one tie. His bowl record is 15-10, which is 60%. He won the BCS championship He's won it 5 times, which I believe is the same amount as Bear Bryant had. One of the most successful coaches out there. His record at Michigan State for 5 years, he was 0-3 in the bowl games, and he was 34-24 and had one tie. LSU, he went 3-2 in the bowls, and his record was 48-16. Since being in Alabama, he's 12-5 in the bowl games, and he has a record of 157 wins and 23 losses and no ties. So, I mean, the man has it. The man has a lot. He had 35 All Americans, 12 awards and honors. He's appeared in 25 bowl games and has 15 bowl wins for his career, which is number four. He's number four on the coach list in bowl games won, and then bowls that he's won, including BCS championships. He's 15, and that's number three on the coaching list. So, man, I mean, the guy just wins. So to me, I believe he did do it probably by the kindness of his heart, but also Nick Saban trying to win. Y'all don't understand. Like you trying to win these days. I ain't got time to be playing with these choir boys and all of this and stuff. Look, we trying to win. So he has to do it by any means. See, he's taking the smart approach compared to a lot of these other college coaches. These other college coaches aren't even showing that much. And if they are, then I'll correct myself later. But Nick Saban has a name, so he's putting it towards that to bring more players to come to Alabama. All it is a look what I'm doing for these black guys right now. I'm marching with them. Now that he's marching with them, what's he gonna do now? He's basically gonna keep recruiting blacks to come in and play for him. He want to get all the talent. He's that type of coach, and he'll do it by any means necessary. So, you know, he has some kindness in his heart, but at the end of the day, man, it's about winning. So I still think he did it just to give a reflection of what their college is doing so they can have more recruits come there and also have team unity when fall starts, because if he didn't say nothing or do anything, those players would quit on him and they wouldn't even play. So Nick Saban was thinking with his mind on this one and not his skin tone. So big ups for him. So like I said, like the page, comment, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, and hit select all so you can receive a notice of upcoming content. And if you want to donate to the page, Cash App Harry2, which is HARRY number 2. If you want to donate to the page, Cash App Harry2, which is HARRY 2, the number 2. And we out. Live boy.